down. So obviously do your 3-day generic and then you do the extra 3 days for the mowing.
If Jim keeps his emails, you will see an email after the training. Now, I've done a lot of training in my career as a copper, and I walked away and sent an email to Des, who sent it to Jim, saying that I thought that was one of the most beneficial training weeks that I've been to. I got offered a job within the government as an investigator whilst I was at the training day. I got a phone call saying, congratulations, you've been shortlisted. This is when I left the police force. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I applied for this job as an investigator within a government agency. And when I was at the training, I got a phone call saying, congratulations, Matthew, you've been shortlisted to the selection panel for an interview, and we'd like you to come along on whatever date it was. And I said, oh, okay, yep. And I went home and spoke to the wife, and I said, this has happened. And she said, oh, okay, well, what do you want to do? I said, actually, I don't want to go back to that field. I want to do this business.
That's a pretty good, tough thing to say, obviously, because that's a stable employment.
Yeah.
Something you sort of know, but you obviously. What day were you in the training when you sort of got that call?
I reckon it was the Wednesday.
Oh, okay, right in the middle.
Yeah. So I went home and I emailed that night, and it just so happened the guy that rang me was an ex-copper, so we had a really good chat. And then I emailed him and just said, look, I'll give you a call tomorrow. And then I rang him back and said, look, I didn't tell him what I was doing. I just said it's not the right time for me. He understood that, and he goes, just so you know, the job was yours.
Yeah.
And I went, okay. So,
just rub it in.
Yeah. But no looking back, no regrets. So the training was great, but what was really satisfying to hear and knew that I'd made the right decision was that so many people had come from so many varying industries, but all shared the same story. I was just sick of doing what I was doing, and I wanted to work for myself. And the more I looked into gyms, this is me and everybody speaking, the more I knew it was the right decision.
So let's have a chat to Des outside of it, but we see it quite often when they go, the one thing they say is, the quoting is always the thing where they're not.
But you can't teach anybody to quote, unfortunately, because what I charge, some bloke over in the other side of the town in the western suburbs might not be able to get away with because of the demographic of the area. So I think I think Ben gave an example of quoting. It's hourly rate plus time plus expenses is your quote. That's all well and good, but for some people, I still underquote. And this is the thing, when you get to a job and you're 10 minutes into it, whether you've quoted well or not, because you can say, geez, this is going to take me longer than I thought. I've lost out on that. Or on the other side of the coin, you go, geez, this took a lot shorter than I thought.
So you think sometimes it evens itself out?
Oh, it swings around about 100%.
Right. So you were saying before you don't know if you don't think you could have done it as an independent person, which was quite interesting because you're obviously very personable and you've got a big network.
Yeah, but I there's just no way. Who would I ring to say I've stuffed this up, or what equipment do I buy? Where do you recommend I get it serviced, or where am I starting with 60 clients? If you need that income coming in straight away, there's no way I could just put a trailer on behind a car and call it Matt's Mowing and hope for the best. And then I've got to pay for advertising. I've got to get a website up.
How do you think you would have gone with all the digital stuff, for example?
Nah, there's no way.